What's happening in the retail landscape is an evolution of e-commerce or even m-commerce. We're moving towards a-commerce, agentic commerce. And that's thanks to the rise of AI and agentic capabilities. It's really exciting for businesses and also for consumers. For businesses, it means that they can operate in new, innovative, with greater efficiency in what they do. And ultimately for consumers, they can connect with the brands they love, they can discover products, they can compare offers in completely new and frictionless way. It's relevant for any retailer, any brand really, whether it's a premium brand, a high volume discounters or a marketplace. Agentic commerce is an arc where the definition can be quite wide. What can be done technologically is very modular, so anyone can benefit from its evolution and revolution. What is really challenging for consumers is the way they can express what they need, what they want, where until now they were stuck in describing product attributes mainly when they wanted to buy something. Today they can express their needs in natural language with desired outcomes in mind. For example, someone who's preparing for a marathon can just say, hey, I'm running in London in 2 months and I need fast running shoes to go under 4 hours. Effectively, the cognitive load of browsing websites, comparing offers, reading hundreds of reviews can be partially or fully offloaded to a personal AI assistant. So it leaves the consumers with the power to choose to buy when they want to buy, and that they can do with almost a zero-click checkout nowadays, which is one of the benefits also of agentic commerce. Brands and retailers, for them, it's a challenge how to get started. And I think the first challenge is to understand if they first exist in these new AI systems and have reassurance that they exist. But once they have that reassurance, is it aligned with their branding? So is their brand image respected? Is there alignment at that level? In terms of brand messaging, how can we ensure that there is no dilution of the message itself? So this is where within generative engine optimization, this is the auditing and insights phase that we often talk about. But as a parallel track, what we see as being a safe starting point for anyone ranging from a premium brand to a cross-category retailer to a marketplace is to self-audit also the sanity and the richness of their product content, starting from their product catalog, for example, in a text-based manner. Are there the keywords and the attributes that the large language models value today? Going back to our example, claiming that a pair of running shoes is propulsive may not be enough today. What does it really mean? Has there been tests being conducted by the brand? What's the energy return that can be measured in percentage? Consumers may not express that when they want to buy, but a brand knows. A brand has scientifically valid method to measure if a pair of running shoes is propulsive or not. Passing that information ultimately to a large language model is very powerful. It also lowers the risk of hallucinations by those systems. And that we believe that the brands who will invest in that particular area will have an upper hand against their competitors. For businesses, they can also look internally, they can look inward in what they can optimize. They certainly have a lot of low stakes, low risk tasks, processes to automate. And this is what we start seeing. Usually the more mundane tasks have a tendency to be automated and fully moving towards building agentic workflows and being more efficient altogether. What they can also do and what we foresee, but this is more midterm or maybe long-term, it's that they can form alliances or partnerships with, say, marketplaces or different players to achieve, once again, greater operational efficiency. A brand or a marketplace that can be seen as competitors today, the brand can lose a consumer if the consumer wants to buy a product from that brand and the brand is running out of stock. Eventually, the consumer is moving to the marketplace, capturing a sale that the brand has eventually lost. What can happen in an agentic framework with two agents, one from the brand, one from the marketplace, that can communicate seamlessly in real time? The brand can ask the marketplace whether the product is in stock for them or not, and capture the sale in their respective channel. There can be a new form of referral fee between the two, but for the consumer, it's once again a very seamless zero-click experience, not having to jump from one website to another. For brands who evolve more in the premium or luxury tier, we believe that there are also a lot of opportunities. An example is to try to bridge the gap between this agentic commerce world that tends to be very machine-to-machine oriented, where those brands want to connect and create meaningful moment for their consumers, bringing the emotional touch and what makes them unique as a premium or luxury brand. So we're not moving back from omni-commerce, m-commerce, all those concepts that we have seen so far. Ultimately, a brand who can do and embrace agentic capabilities and still do what they traditionally do through brick and mortar stores can ultimately excel. A consumer who expresses a high intent of buying a luxury watch somewhere, their personal AI assistant can know where they are. They can ask a luxury brand if they have a store nearby and eventually book on behalf of the consumer or express that it's possible to get a personalized assistant in the store. And then the consumer can go and still live that very high value, emotionally centric experience in the store. This is an example of an agentic commerce execution outside the personalized assistance end to end. It's bringing omni-commerce into the mix as well. It is a big shift and there can be a tendency to feel overwhelmed, but we do recommend brands, retailers, marketplaces to adopt a dual track and run eventually tracks in parallel. One where they can start self-auditing, self-reflecting on how they exist today on the consumer side of things in those AI assistants. Are their brands being present, their products being present? What's the reputation in those systems? And in parallel, on the product content side of things, whether it's data, text, images, videos, rich content as well, there we see a clear potential to already start investing and sanitizing, structuring, modeling the data, enriching the data so that the data is LLM, large language model friendly, as early as possible. We do see those tracks running in parallel, and that's what we believe in. We are particularly excited at Reaktor to keep working with our customers on adopting agentic commerce as a gigantic opportunity. And what's really generally exciting is that imagination is the limit. It looks like technologically a lot is in place, and we're looking forward to doing more with our customers.